if it's part of the show.
Alright, give me a break. It's been a while, so I've got to figure out how to do my... There you go. So that's that. So if I do that...
Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show if you don't know it's part of the show.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee.
All right, well, everybody must be doing something because nobody's showing up. So I'm just going to take my time to get this all set up What? Okay, yeah. So, the thing that I've got to do, because I recorded this, and I don't want to have a duplicate of my wallpaper stuff. So what I need to do is, I wonder if I can do this. Can I do that? Can I switch midstream? Huh. I'm going to push play. Let me see if that works. I'm going to push play. Let me see if that works. Sheesh, my microphone picks up the traffic outside. Do that. Sheesh, my microphone picks up the traffic outside. Do that. Alright. Okay. So that didn't work. So what I'm gonna have to do is make this window bigger, right?
Well, you don't
I'm
know
gonna have to make this window bigger.
if it's
Hold
part of the
on.
show.
Don't get so excited. Okay, this window needs to go right there. Right there. Right? Okay, so now if I push play, let's see what happens. I'm going to go on mute. Hello. What ho? Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. So this is the file from February 1st, and I'm just continuing to go through it. And I've got some interesting stuff to look at that I haven't yet, so you're going to be the first one to look at it with me. But what I want to do right now is talk about these two images. I'm just going to show you real quick. Well, you can kind of see it. This right here is the time. So this is 7:33 in the morning. Well, let's do this. All right, so this is 7:33 in the morning. This image here, this the word. Okay, yeah, and then this one is a minute later. Okay, so the two images that we're going to look at right now, I'm going to have them side by side, and right. So, oh, that's what I was doing. I got distracted. Alright. Let that load up. Okay, so these are the two platforms here in the Channel Islands. And I believe this one's Grace and this one is Gilda. Now, here's the horizon and here's the horizon. Right? Grace, I believe, is somewhere between 8 and 10 miles from my viewing position, and I don't recall off the top of my head how far away Gilda is, but this is the northernest portion of the Anacapa Island. But what I want you to notice is the contrast. How about I just ask you, look at these two platforms and tell me if you think that there is anything different in the way they appear. How about that? I'll give you a second to mull that over. The image on the right is zoomed in, I think at 428, and the image on the left is magnified in the program, but in the shot, I think it was like, oh, I can just go there. So this was 152 millimeters, and this is 428. 428 is the full optical zoom. So what I did was I just took the image and magnified it here just so that the scale could be compared. That this is the same size scale as this is generally. Okay. So what did you come up with? Right? So I would say that this is a less distorted image than this. This image is very distorted. This right here is, I would say, stretched up. I've got lots of stuff to look at with this. I mean, it's just this whole island here behind this is dynamic. Anyway, you got the, I guess the, I don't know what you would call it, the headquarters, you know, the base office area where people go to man the operations. And then you've got this part right here, I would say is grossly stretched, right? But we don't have that here. Now, this is 1 minute apart. Click, took this picture, and then a minute later, click, took this picture. But they're in the same area. And you do not have the towering. You don't have towering here the way you do here. So you've got a different refractive phenomenon happening here than you do here. Okay? So let's see if my Google's... Yeah, I guess it doesn't load while you're not on the stupid page. Alright, let's do this over again. So I'm just going to pull up the file that I have on the Anacapa Islands here, and I've got these marked off with the coordinates that I found online. If you look for these platforms in Google Earth, they do not show up. And all right, so let's go here. Let's go to projects. Let's go to the G platforms. Close this. Close this. Close this. All right. So this is my viewing position here. Okay. So Grace is the farthest one to the right from the shoreline, and then Gilda. So I had it correct. It's Grace and then Gilda. Okay, so you can see that they are relatively the same, right? That's my point in making this point here. To Gilda is 11 miles. I said 8 to 10. It's 11. And then Gilda is a little bit less. Okay, so it's a mile less. But my point in that is that you've got a completely different phenomenon happening here with Gilda. Okay, you've got towering happening here, and you don't have it here. But these are relatively the same distance away from me. Okay, so, and then you got a nice shot of the Santa Clara. What's that next island called? Drawing a blank. Why doesn't this tell me what island this is? Santa Rosa is right there. Why isn't this telling me which island this is? Santa Rosa. San Miguel. This is San Miguel. I want to say this is Santa Clara, but I just can't. Santa Cruz. There it goes. There it is. Santa Cruz. Okay. So this is Santa Cruz Island here, and there's just some phenomenal images. I want to say, huh? Yeah. I don't. Okay. So we're gonna close that down. Close that down. Over here. Oops. I have another one open. Okay, close that down. Okay, go back. Okay. All right, so this was 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the beginning of the day here. And I'm going to have to adjust my comment before of where I was located. So let's go back. I closed my window? What? Somehow the Chrome shut down. Yeah. I don't think I should. Did I? I must have closed the window by accident. Anyway. Again, I think I have to keep that open while. Let me do that. I'm going to drag this over here. Let it stay open there. And, okay. So this is from the Emmawood State Beach. And you can see out here in the distance the natural, I would say, I wouldn't say. I'm going to take that back. Because there's a lot of refraction going on right here. So much. Like you can see that band right there. Let me get this down. You see that little that strip that's going across the island there, right? That's the band where the refraction happens, right? So right here, oh, that's what I was doing, man. I got so much that I forgot to do. So this is where the Anacapa Arch is. And since I forgot to do the PNG of the arch, I started to do it and then I forgot. So let's go here. Let's go here. This was this. I think it was the 18th. Okay. Alright, so look at that. Beautiful shot. That is just a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous shot of the Anacapa lighthouse. There's a nice sailboat. I don't know if I did that intentionally or not, but I got a sailboat right there in the arch. Okay, so you can see here, this is just, I don't know, a mile away. A mile away. And the lighthouse, the focal height is like around 270, and the lighthouse itself is 55 feet. So this is just this is just 220 feet high, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. I had meant to crop this out as a PNG so I could use it. But let's do this. Alright, so you can clearly see here, here's the end of the island. Let me do this. Here's the end of the island, and that's that right there. That's where the island ends. And then you've got the arch right there, right? This is a 40-foot arch. And we don't see it here, right? So we should expect to see it here because we can see that if this is 40 feet, then this is 40 feet. So we can clearly see that from the water line up 40 feet. So now you might say, well, it's so small you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't think that you'd be able to see it. But I've got enough footage to demonstrate that I actually have it on other days. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. I'm going to close this out. Bring this up. Oh, let's see. Okay. And this is 15 minutes. See what happens with this. Okay, so I'm going to stop it real quick. This is IR. Okay, so here we've got the band right there. You can see the band. And right there, you've got these shenanigans going on right here. Okay? Alright, so just keep an eye out right here while I push play. And again, this is the band here. This is the Aether band here. And I'm talking about a specific narrow viewing field of view right here, okay? And then also notice here too the lighthouse. The lighthouse is right there. What you'll also notice is just this beautiful dance of the ocean right at the horizon. See a lot of see that wave rolling across right here? It's going to roll across. And you're going to see it dance with the band, where you see some of the miraging happen in the water. And right here you've got the lighthouse coming into view, or not the lighthouse, the arch, right there. So all this right here is an inferior mirage of the sky. You can see the inferior mirage here of the island, right? It's not difficult to understand. That's what's going on. And you've got what I would consider the fold line here, the vanishing line. This is where the inferior mirage starts. So if we could wipe away the refraction, we would see the water continue up just like we see it right here. Okay? So this little dot right here is on the water, so that we should understand that the water is up here, where the finger is pointing. That's where the natural water line is, the true horizon. Okay?
The oh my gosh.
I stepped away. Are you seeing anything interesting? I think I see something interesting. I moved, right? So, ay, cuss. I totally clicked on the pointer finger. Alright, you see this? I lined up, if I can go back, I lined up the horizon in both images. So I'm going to go back now and see what happens. Okay, so you see there? See the horizons lined up? Now, I walked away, so I wasn't paying attention because I was checking on the food that I was cooking. But you can see that, look, right there it is, right? See? Look at that. The arch comes back into view, and it's gone. It comes back into view. So as long as I don't move the camera, this entire horizon is going to be rising up. Yeah, you can see it now. So I moved the camera right then. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm not, okay, so why did I move it over? Yeah, so look. So, right now, look how, okay, so look, I'm going to leave the finger right there. So I believe that, look at this. What the hell is going on? Why? What the cuss? Look at this. That is bizarre. Why would my camera be moving right now? Look at that.
Yeah, here comes the,
And I just said something. I'm like, oh, here comes the, that is bizarre. I gotta go back. Alright, so there we go. Hold on now. Look at that. There's no way. Is my camera? I have never had this happen. This is absolutely bizarre. Why is... That is crazy. Look at where it started. Look at it's moving. That is crazy. What the hell? I don't even know what to say right now.
feel that?
Okay, I make some comments. Hold on.
Over here, see all that? You can totally see the band of the mirage.
Alright, so right now I'm a little bit confused because I didn't think that I caught this on this day. Is this the right day? I guess so. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. That movement.
Baby, this is incredible. So there's towering.
So what we have here is a Fata Morgana. You know, we've got the full image of Gina right here. We've got an inverted image of Gina, and then we've got a reverted image of Gina. Okay? So I'm going to grab Gina over here. Little Gina, you got so much to learn. Alright, so there's Gina there. Bonk. Now, this is an inverted image here, so this is upside down. Okay? And then there is Gina here, right side up. Now, I am going to assert that this image up here is the physical image, and that these down here are in the band, and that's where the dance is happening. Now, most people understand that the image is down here, the physical erect image is down here, and then the band up here is making the refraction, the miraged image occur up here. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Okay? And, yeah. So, but to go back, I really don't know why my camera was moving like that. I'm a little bit verschimmeled.
There's a clearing mirage.
So we got 9 minutes left. I'm going to put this at 4 times the speed. Okay. Never mind. I hate it when the...
Interpretation. I gotta go back to the island. There's the band right there. You can see the band right there.
Alright, so let's pull this back up here. Okay, so just look at everything that's happening right there. So, alright. So, just think about what you're seeing here. Most people interpret this as towering, okay? And what that means is that this is not the physical erect image. The physical erect image, if you could take away the refraction, you would see like this right here. So here's the lighthouse. This is where the lighthouse really is in the common understanding, as far as I understand it, okay? I do not take this position. I believe that the lighthouse is up there, and that the towering is really stretching down. Okay, this is a refracted image of this, and so it's being stretched down. Okay, so, but again, now that I've noticed this, the camera has now moved again. This is boggling my mind. So I'm seeing this for the very first time, guys. And here's, I'm just trying to think. I've never had an instance where the camera drifts laterally to the left. This is blowing my mind, and I'm not making any statements except for that. This is absolutely blowing my mind. Why would this be moving laterally to the right? I have no clue. No clue. That's absolutely bizarre. I'm trying to think back. I mean, it's been 8 months. It's been 8 months since I've been there. I would have had 2 cameras going. I would have had both, and I had both new tripods. I just can't think of any reason why this would shift like this. None. Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me. It's not letting me speed up the video. But you can even see that. You can even see that I had originally lined up the top of the. I believe I had the water with this, right? So let's go back. I'm gonna backtrack, and this top should drop down, right? Look at that. Right there. Okay, so my camera, I'm not moving I am not manually moving my camera. So, excuse the car alarm horn. I'm not moving my camera manually. I have no other conclusion that this entire image is shifting to the left. I don't know. I don't know why my camera would be creeping along like this. And if I were doing it myself, it would be much more. It would have a dynamic of staccato movement. It would be staccato, right? It would be iterative. It would not be a smooth. It would not be a smooth motion across. It would be jumpy if I'm trying to do this myself. So, anyway, we're watching the island rise higher than this. See what's going on here? I'm going to go on mute. Well, that car alarm's not stopping, so I was going to wait till it stopped, but I mean, you can clearly see this whole, this is what has to happen, guys. This
is crazy. This whole island in this, I gotta go back. This is crazy. I've lost this island. It grew. It like stretched horizontally.
Okay, so now you can hear me come to the realization, right?
This is crazy. This whole island in this, I gotta go back. This is crazy. I've lost this island. It grew. It like stretched horizontally. That was insane. I left it focused. Look at that. This is awesome. I left it focused on the arch, and when I came back, the arch was far to the left. Look at this. Wow, I gotta figure this shit out. Because this is gonna mess with my hypothesis. Okay, right there. You guys can't see what I'm seeing. Wow, that just grew over from the. See, now there's another boat there that's right there, and it's not being Fata Morgana. There's another boat right there. And it's not being miraged, so like what happened out there, what changed right now, right? Even the infrared right now is struggling with.
Alright, so what I would say is happening, let me go back. So, oops.
Okay, right there, you guys can see what I'm seeing.
Okay, so we've got a boat, a shrimp boat, right here, or a trolling boat. I'm sorry, a trolling boat. Okay, this boat is trolling. This boat is a lot smaller than the one that we saw earlier, and I'm going to say that this boat is closer to us because that ship that we saw earlier that was in the Fata Morgana is past the platform. So this boat is closer to us, and so therefore it is not in this dynamic system here, which, right, wouldn't that, right? So this platform is farther away than this boat. And that ship that we had is past the platform. I think that can be demonstrable that the density of the medium is not dense enough here, but here it is. And in this case here, we've got what's considered towering. Okay. Got just
just grew over
1 minute. Just 1 minute left of the video.
See, now there's another boat there that's right there, and it's not being Fata Morgana. There's another boat right there, and it's not being miraged. So like what happened out there, what changed right now, right? Even the infrared right now is struggling with the lighting.
Okay, so right now you've got a clear image of the arch. Oops. Okay, so in my opinion, you can see the whole. You can see the eye of the arch, right? You can see the eye of the arch. Right? See the eye? That's the eye right there. Okay? The arch is not being lifted up. It's not being loomed up. That is not looming. Okay, this all right here, you can see the band right there, right there. Okay, so let's bring this up. All right, there's the arch. Right, I'm just, since I don't have a PNG, Mark Doxy, where are you when I need you? So here is the arch. I can't go any smaller. Oops. Can I go any smaller? No, it's not going to get any smaller. Okay, what was I thinking of right now? What was I thinking about? I can't remember what I was thinking about. But you can clearly see what I'm intending to mean, okay? We've got water, 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 physical island, okay? Water, water, water. This is not the curve of the earth. Water, 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 physical arch, okay?
So let's go back and let's see if there's something out here. I think I see something, but I just can't tell. It's hard to focus. This is good stuff. Okay, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch over here to infrared Gina.
Okay, so I think I'm going to, I don't know. I don't even know. What is this? Is it another 15 minutes? Alright, we'll see what happens.
Alright, so this is now on Gina. Yeah, let's switch it up.
Alright, so you can clearly see something going on here. Right? I crack a smirking yay. I am going to put Gina literally right here. You see this? You see that horizon coming in right there? That's the horizon. That's the real horizon. That's the true horizon.
That's the water line. Which is crazy. That's a crazy ass theory. That's what it is.
Okay, so what I'm going to suggest right now is... Where'd my pointer go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we have the... Like... Okay, let's pretend this image is not here. And so you see the water line here. If you see this, you know, water, 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 here's where the water ends, blah, blah. You're going to see the dynamic refractive haze, right? I'm not going to call it heat haze because this is 7 o'clock in the morning in January or February. And so you would have no problem understanding, oh yeah, there's the horizon right there. There's the horizon. You can see it dance, and that's this up here. This is doing nothing less than this here. Look at this. Look at that. What distance is that, right? This is water, 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 okay? What's happening right here? This is stooping. This is compression. Okay, there is the horizon. This, then, is the inferior mirage. It is below. That is why I've said superior mirage, because I believe that most interpretations of this would be that this is a superior mirage. That this is somehow being lifted up holographically, right? But see, listen to me. If you if you have no problem understanding that this is being lifted up holographically due to refraction, how is that happening? Refraction. Okay, that's no different a difficult concept than what I'm saying, and that is that I am simply lowering the phenomenon. Got it?
I mean, that's what my theory is.
So that's where Gina should be. Wish I could speed this up. I think I've got it sped up. Got it sped up 2 times. There was a boat. Just went by. Let's go back. Boat. There it goes.
Day. 10. 22.
Alright, so I don't know if you noticed, just watch right now, the horizon is going to surpass the image. If that doesn't make your noodle, I don't know what will. I honestly can't tell you if you are not blown away by that. I don't know what would blow your away. Alright, so what I'm going to do, this is at 12:30, this is at minute 12:30. I'm going to go back. Okay. I'm going to set this right here. So I should have been leaving that right there. I mean, what I mean is the camera is stationary right now. So if I speed this up or if I go forward, watch the level of the right. Okay, so now I'm moving the camera, but it was just, I just moved it left, I moved it lateral. I don't think I did anything with the height, I just moved it lateral. Okay, so now let's bring this back here. so we can continue to see the horizon rise. You know, that's crazy. So it's, I don't even know what to say. Okay, so we're getting at 12:30. We're getting close to 12:30 where I was before. Okay, so now this is absolutely blowing my mind. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back. Okay, remember what I said? I said that I believed that this was the horizon. So right now, based on what we've just seen, I'm going to make a prediction that when I get to where we left off at 12 minutes and 30 seconds, okay, so I went back on the timeline and put Gina right here, and we watched the horizon rise. So my prediction is right now, based on what we've seen, is that when we get to the 12-minute, 30-second mark, the horizon should be right here. Okay, so there's Gina. It's going higher. Right? So now the horizon.
You know? I don't buy into this whole temperature BS. I just don't. I think something else is going on. We just don't know what it is. We've got to investigate it. So what is that? Is that on the... I can't tell if that's on the...
I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Where are you going, Finley?
Lost the focus on the infrared.
So again, this is early in the morning, so...
Right there, got it. Awesome.
Okay, so again, this is 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Well, this is a 15-minute, so 7:30 to 7:45. Okay, so, all right. So I'm going to stop this real quick and go back. This is now real-time me. Hi, everybody. This is now real-time me. So if you notice that what... Okay, I don't know where I went to. Let me go back. We're getting... Watched the... Right, so I make the prediction. Okay, so I make the prediction that... You guys can't see this now. Okay. So I make the prediction that the horizon is going to come right here, but because of the dynamic of the system, as of right now, the horizon is right here. But when I push play, the whole dynamic is going to change, so that even the horizon is up here. This is... There's Gina. Right, here it comes, here it comes, there it goes. So right, so now it passed by where I said it was going to be. Like, where is this? Where is this? Do you people even know? Like, what the hell? This is where the horizon was 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes! 5, whatever. And it's now up here. This, I don't give a Smurf what. That should blow your mind. Right? So now the horizon.
You know? I don't buy into this whole temperature BS. I just don't. I think something else is going on. We just don't know what it is. We've got to investigate it. So what is that? Is that on the... I can't tell if that's on the...
I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Where are you going, Finley? Okay, so I don't even know why okay. Peter, I'm just kicking you out, bro. I'm kicking you out. I have asked you repeatedly, make your claim. You haven't made a claim. So, bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Peter. I'm going to be so happy. I'm so happy right now. Giggle. Oh, all right. So, Zachary Zabala, you want to jump in, man? You want to have a discussion? Let me know. I'll start up a Zoom and we'll have a discussion and see what happens. Anyway, so back to this. I'll keep an eye out, Zach, if you say yes. Love to talk to you, man. So again, this is early in the morning, so
Right there, got it. Awesome.
okay, so absolutely this whole this whole footage is just crazy. Absolutely
This
crazy.
is 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Well, this is a 15-minute, so 7:30 to 7:45.
Oh man, you're not feeling well?
Okay, so
Oh.
for the last minute and a half,
If I were a horticulturalist
let's just see
and
what
an
happens here.
herbologist, I'd tell you what to take, but I'm not. I'm sure you know more than I do. Hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you will feel better.
Shot of Gina. This guy's holes are like 30 feet long.
Talking about these guys who are surf fishing, they've got like 30-foot poles. You can see that the camera's struggling to resolve the image because of the light that's changing. All right, so this is the last minute. So thanks for hanging out with me for this this live presentation of the past hour that I've been recording and just looking over this footage. So I'm just putting it out, just kicking it out. So I would love some feedback. You guys, please make some comments. And if you want to follow up, use my email in the description. So this has been another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Until next time.
Looks like that was I showed him
Hello, hello, hello. What ho?
All right, so, all right. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm here. You're here. We can keep this going. I can pick up the next video here. So let's see what this does. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that shinola. Crazy. Beautiful crazy. So, oh yeah. Let's go back real quick. Oh, hold on. Alright, so, okay, so you see this going down now, okay, listen everyone. This is, I don't know, is this, let me... Okay, oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm looking to see if I'm live enough to... Looking to see if I'm live enough
bring down my pointer.
If I'm live enough to bring down my pointer.
I am. Okay, cool. Okay, so here is where we get into the whole shenanigans of the gradient profile, right? Because look at what we have here. We've got some kind of phenomenon happening here all the way across, and then what? Where'd it go? Where'd the ghost monster go? So what's happening here, Andrew Thomas Young, Rumpus, Ruhif, or whoever else thinks you know what the smurf in hell is happening? Oh yeah, I know that the temperature gradient and the profile gradient and the pressure gradient and the wind and the Coriolis and everything that's going on. That's why I don't know what's happening over here. Don't have any idea why there's nothing here, right? So if this is all the same distance, right? Distance, all the same. Now why do we have nothing visual here? Why is there no smoke monster here? What happened here? What happened here? Because if this part right here, you see this part right there? If that has a geographical distance to us, then right here where I'm pointing, that's the same geographical distance. Okay? You get that? Right? So, yeah. What is creating this? There should be in the records of barometric, I don't even know. What is this called, Zach? What do they call this science? Atmospherics? I mean, I don't even know, right? If you use the word etherbandics, then you would know exactly what you're referring to because you're talking about observations through a medium over distance. But when you're talking about atmospherics, well, I mean, come on. That could be anything meteorological, right? Anything. So my point is that if you can tell me what temperature profile, what lapse rate, what distance, all of that creates this image, what creates this image? If you can science that, then you surely could science why it's not over here. Why is it not over here? Where did it go? Where did that science go? Right? Where did that science go? How does Pete Premble keep getting in here? I thought I kicked this knucklehead out of here. No desire. Okay, hide user. I've tried to hide this guy. Put user in timeout. Hide user on this channel. How come I can't just kick this guy out? This user's message. I don't want the message to be hidden. I want the guy to be hidden. Whatever. Okay. All right. So here's the next shenanigans. Okay, so in case you haven't been here, I'm gonna make this smaller so I don't keep losing my chat box. Okay. So in case you haven't been here, my working hypothesis is that this here is the erect image, and this is
where what I would call the disclosing line. So right in here is where the mirage is happening. This pink, this salmon colored reflection of the sky, that is an inferior mirage. Okay? This is an inferior mirage. So that we have water, 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 water behind the inferior mirage, vanishing line, physical erect image. This is the physical image of Gina, right? If I showed, I suppose if I showed someone this picture and said, where do you think the physical oil platform is? I don't think they would say it's right here. I don't think they would. I think that they would say, yeah, it's right there. That's it. That's the physical image. But even when we mess with that, right? Hold on. Gotta try to get this stupid... I can't get a hold of Gina. Come on now. There she goes. Okay. Go back up. Boop, boop. Okay. All right, so here's Gina. Let's make Gina as small as the... Right, there it is, right? You can't scale this, baby. Right, there it is right there. All right, so Gina's right there, right? So there's Gina. I mean, just think about the resolution that you have right here. Right? So if I were to... Let's think about this right now. Let me think about this. If I were to... Okay. When we look at this image right here, this image is highly refracted. I wouldn't say that that's the scale, right? This image right here... Okay. The size of Gina right here, if you could scale this, would you be able to figure out at what distance she should be this size? I don't know. But this image right here from us is at least 11 miles away. 11 miles. But I'm going to say that this is an apparent image. This is an apparent image. I mean, look at the top riggings right here, right? See that? Then you've got the base, the feet that go down to the water right there. There's the water, right? So if we scaled this to scale, this looks like it's pretty even to scale, right? Blink test scale. That means that the water and the feet are right there where we see them, right there. We're looking straight into the distance at the base of Gina, hitting the water, right? So it looks like I've got 11 people watching, but I don't see any action from you guys. I would love to hear from people. I don't want to be the only one in here. Although I do love the sultry sound of my own voice. You know what I'm saying? So what's interesting about this right now is I look at it. Let me push pause here. So what's interesting about this right now is the difference in the dynamic of the surface here. You see how that surface is a lot more acute, and this has a lot more play in it. It's got a lot more play in it. That's interesting, right? Even right there, right there. It's not as tight. This is a very fine, tight horizon, but you don't have anything right here. So question is if this is the physical horizon and Gina is right here, then you've got this crazy shenanigans that if this is then a refracted image up, if this is a superior mirage, it's not inverted. Right? Right? Am I right? Look, a superior mirage is an inverted image. This is not inverted. This is not inverted. So, I mean, I'm just saying, look, like up here, you've got a completely different dynamic going on. It's completely loosey-goosey. It's very loose. This is very tight. Crazy. Crazy. What's going on, Gabriel Vidal? Good times for all, Gabriel. We've got 11 people watching. Ask and Receive is out there, you know. I mean, if anybody wants to join and bail me out of being my own voice, I don't want to be here the only one talking. And I'm not going to keep this going too much longer, I suppose. So I've got something somewhat planned for the evening. But anyway, not too much. Just looking at stuff that What's going on, Rob H? Thanks for saying hi. You guys are veterans here. You've got wrenches already, so. All right, let me push play and see what happens. You're gonna have to go back and watch the rest, Gabriel. a lot of preamble stuff on this. All right, so what I'm going to do is back up right now, and you're going to watch. Let me push pause. All right, so if you look at the screen right now, you can see the pointing finger at the horizon, and you can see Gina, the PNG version of Gina, and she is below the horizon. So right now, what I'm going to do is back up the video, and look. Okay, right there. Gina is at the horizon. Okay. Now let's go forward. You see Gina drop? The horizon is rising up. And there it seems to stop. It doesn't seem to go any higher than that. But look at what's going on way up top. Okay, it is rising up a little bit. So the thing is that I can honestly tell you people, I have not seen a category for this observation in Andrew Thomas Young. An inferior mirage has an inverted image upside down below the erect image. A superior mirage has an inverted image above. This has got neither of those. There's nothing. Whatever's happening right here, there's not enough detail to say what's going on. Is it inverted? Is it what? I, personally, don't have enough information right here. But I'm going to tell you that what I'm looking at right here is, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's the inverted, or that's the erect image. All right? But if you have the erect image there, I'm going to put the, you can't even scale that. Okay, so look and see what I did. So I took the top rigging. I don't know what else to call those, cranes or whatever. The top rigging, I'm going to match that up right there. Boom. Boom. Okay? Do you see how the body is bigger? The rigging matches, but the body doesn't. And you've got the proboscis right here below the other one. Right?
So what I'm saying is, this is an unclassified mirage. And if it is classified, I've not seen it. So if you know what it is, by all means, let me know where I can research this information. The actual horizon is above the image of Gina. Yeah, I would agree with that. Right? Yeah, I would agree with that. It's beyond. It's not above. It's farther away, right? It's farther away. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not trying to challenge that, but it's up here, right? It's up here. The horizon's up here. Up. The horizon's up. The horizon is up here. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Miracles are free. Anybody want to jump in and let me know. I'll create a chat. Good stuff, man. Sorry it's taking me so long to get around to this. This is from February 1st. And I have 6 more days after this that I haven't gone through. Didn't even finish this day as it is. So what's interesting is I think that we're watching the gap. We're watching this gap close here. This gap is closing. But see, you're seeing this move across, right? Like why? Like what's happening right here? What's happening right here with the profile? Oh, what's creating this? Does anybody know what's creating this phenomenon? No, you don't. Oh yeah, the temperature inversion is a sharp inversion that is elevated. You don't smurfing, cracking. You don't know. Now look right here. You see this? There's something moving right here. Look at that. You don't even know what's going on right here. I don't even know what's going on right here. Boom. Nice little reflection of the sun. I think the ship probably turned around. Yeah, it's going back the other way. That ship just did an about face. There's another one to the far left there. I have got so much. Which other video? I guess I could go back and see what my notifications are. There, Rob H. The more we look at the ether band, especially at distance over water, I have to admit the only explanation is the band is disguising the water. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good long comment. It is indeed one observation that needs further investigation. Abso-smurfin-lutely, man. Now, okay, so let me pause this real quick after this boat goes in front of Gina, because I made this comment before. Okay, so all right, so we've got this boat. This boat right here is moving across the. We don't know where this boat is. Now, here's the horizon. Here's the boat. How far away is this boat from the horizon? I don't know. Now, earlier in this stream, you'll have to go back and look at the stream. We had 2 different vessels in this band here. In the earlier part, we had a ship that was going through the shipping lane. That shipping lane is at least 2 to 3 miles behind Gina. So that ship was in the Fata Morgana. But we had a trolling boat here on the horizon. So the horizon is closer in proximity to me than the ship. Now, in this moment, in this particular phenomenon, whatever this is, it's in it's at a distance that is affected by this refraction that's going on. Okay? But we don't know. I mean, I don't remember looking this up. So, crazy Shinola, man. Miracles are free. Does that mean you're in Australia or New Zealand? I guess that would be... Yeah, I would say that, right? Are you in Australia? So you can see again the narrowing of the band there, right? Or the narrowing of the mirage, I mean, right there. So it's closing off, like in my other video. You got it opening, like, what the hell's going on right here? What creates that? What natural phenomenon creates that? All right, so I got a friend that I'm gonna meet for dinner. We're gonna go out and do some bar hopping, maybe try to hit on some chicks. Not wearing a mask, so we'll see how that goes. New Zealand, yeah, I almost said New Zealand. Alright, so see that closing off? Let's see. Miss B, I gotta take a shower to get ready for my bro date. Best of luck tonight, yeah. That's funny. Thanks, guys, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm meeting up with a friend of mine named Alan. So he and I are going to do some catching up and see what happens. Look at that. There it goes. It's going to touch. Look at it. It's touching right there on the left. You see it stretching out. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, nobody has this diagnosed. I have not seen anything in the recorded phenomena. Close off. I think my mom just showed up in this video. Oh, that was it. All right, guys, that's it. Whew. That was the show of all shows. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you have the time and the wherewithal, go back and watch that over again because it's got some good stuff in there. But anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. This has been another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Until next time.